Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP. And once again, this is the 1 hour chart. Right now, we're just fluctuating between 50 and 55 cents. And this could be a time that gets really frustrating. I always tell people, don't watch the charts all day. Go preoccupy yourself with something else. This way, you don't do anything stupid, because there's a lot of people that weak hands at a time like this will get shaken out. What'll happen is they think to themselves, well, this cryptocurrency over here is pumping. Maybe I should sell my XRP and jump into that. Or maybe they think about selling their XRP because a lot of people are saying we're going to go much lower, thinking that they're going to buy back later at a much cheaper price. I'm going to tell you what I always tell you. This is the time you do nothing. Stay patient, stay positive, because what's going to come next, and it's inevitable, it's going to happen, is a massive green candle is eventually going to show up. And you want to make sure you're holding XRP when that time comes. I still look at this as a buy the dip moment. XRP at 51 cents is a steal of a deal compared to where it's going in the future. SEC costs Ripple and XRP 3 years of adoption. Now this is coming from Johnny Deaton. He says, the point here is this: what could have happened regarding adoption of XRP during the last 3 years if the lawsuit was never filed? Would Coinbase today be announcing it acquired a stake in Ripple instead of Circle? Nobody really knows exactly how much the SEC cost us. I always like to put a number on it. So what I always thought to myself was, if there was never a lawsuit with the SEC, at this point right now, I think XRP would be sitting around $5. Based on U.S. adoption. And who knows, maybe there's other companies around the world, other banks that never got involved with Ripple over the past 2.5 years because of the SEC lawsuit and the uncertainty around it. But I do know this: the SEC hurt a lot of people. Not just Ripple. I'm talking about retail investors. If you go back to December of 2020, I remember watching people selling their XRP, getting out of crypto, and they never came back. And that was worse than anything, because those people missed out on the chance of a lifetime for financial freedom. But again, as XRP holders, we now have more to look forward to in the next few years. Think about it. There's still going to be U.S. adoption of XRP. We have that to look forward to. We also have to look forward to Ripple being used inside of ISO. Plus, what's going on with the BRICS? I'll talk a little bit about that in today's video. And I think that XRP is going to play a critical role between the BRICS countries also. So there's always something more to look forward to when you're holding XRP. Robinhood rumored to list XRP, a transformative move for Q4 2023, and the crypto community weighs in. So crypto enthusiasts and Twitter users are divided in their opinions. Some hail the potential listing, while others express concerns about Robinhood's past actions during high volatility events. One user tweeted, honestly, if they list it, great. I'm not a fan of Robinhood. Does anyone know if they will let you withdraw your crypto, or will you have to keep it in their wallet? Another offered a less enthusiastic view of Robinhood's user base. Robinhood has all the TikTokers, all the sheep, all the inexperienced, all the cult followers and trend followers. Real investors don't shop Robinhood. However, we will welcome them all. I think Robinhood listing XRP will only lead to more adoption. And that's what we want as XRP holders. You might never use Robinhood, but somebody else would. And that's what you got to think about. And think about all the new people coming into crypto. All of a sudden, they start to learn what XRP is. Then maybe you could educate them on Robinhood. Who knows? But I know this. Every announcement is a good announcement when it comes to XRP. So pundit enthusiastic about XRP becoming world's reserve currency, prioritizing broader utility. I don't know what it is, but it feels like we're once again back before 2020, back before the SEC lawsuit. Because XRP being called a world's reserve currency, that was all the talk back then. And back then it was nothing more than conspiracy theory. And most people just shrugged it off and said, well, we'll see in the next run. We'll see what happens in the future. But here we are now in 2023, and this is all the talk once again. But it seems more likely today. We have a better understanding of what can possibly happen in the future. But renowned XRP community figure, Digital Perspectives, known for his influential insights, expresses more excitement about XRP's potential as a world's reserve currency than the anticipated surge towards a $25 price target. Honestly, let's get to the $25 price target first. Then we'll start talking more about world's reserve currency. At least once we hit $25, it will look much more achievable than when we're sitting at 51 cents. And I'd be happy if XRP took off to $25 right now. But even David Schwartz kind of played into this a little bit. He didn't say XRP would be a world's reserve currency. What he said is, multiple currencies can be a world's reserve currency at the same time. And maybe he's giving us a hint at the ISO cryptocurrencies being world's reserve currencies of the future, because they're all built to move money. Interesting to note, on the flowchart it states institutional investors will be directed to Polysign.io to collect a fixed rate settlement. This is the gold buyback of the modern era. And when you look at this, this is an older picture. I remember seeing this all over Twitter for at least a couple years now. But in here it says this: beginning of the new quantum financial system. Gold-based XRP true liquidity as real-time settlement. Only governments, central banks, and large corporations will use XRP. All retail investors holding XRP will be directed to Polysign.io to collect at a fixed rate. And, you know, that's where a lot of people always got that idea of a buyback in the future. You know, I'm going to continue holding my XRP. I'm going to continue to keep it safe. And I don't really want a buyback. I want to continue holding XRP so I can be my own bank. I want to put my XRP to work for me so I can get that passive income. This way I could hand down my XRP to my children. Then they could earn passive income from it. Then they could pass it on to my grandchildren, and they will earn passive income from it. And, you know, that's what I always envisioned for XRP. And, you know, like I said, this is an older picture. I don't remember exactly when I first seen this, but I know it's been floating around the crypto space for a while now. And who knows, maybe a buyback will happen. It just never made sense to me. So Zoom partners with GateHub to add on-off ramp for 14 assets, including EUR and wrapped XRP. So XRP Ledger Labs, the pioneering team responsible for the XRP Ledger-based self-custodial wallet Zoom, has forged a strategic alliance with GateHub, a prominent crypto trading platform and provider of hot wallet services. Through this collaboration, XRP Ledger Labs have introduced a seamless on and off ramp feature on Zoom for 14 assets, including wrapped XRP. And this is what you want to see happening as well. I am so super excited about this. I just added EUR to my XRP Ledger account in under 1 minute, then sent it back to my bank account within another minute. This is it. This is what the ecosystem needs. This is where we're going. So you could actually see how the XRP ledger works and how fast it actually is. And again, this will lead to more mass adoption. And also, it helps bank the unbanked. level the playing field. For anyone who is afraid to dream big, just remember that 10 years ago, Ripple started their business out of this garage in San Francisco with only 2 computers, a coffee pot, and 1 single central bank as a client. And that puts it right into perspective right there. Look at how much bigger Ripple is today. They're a global corporation. They're tied to central banks all around the world. They're tied to so many different financial institutions. They built XRP into a massive, well-rounded cryptocurrency at the same time. And it all started in a garage. That's the same way you gotta think. You always have to be thinking bigger when you hold XRP. So Ripple and Swift is tied to the World Economic Forum. Do you want to know what's great about this? Is the fact that everybody's okay with using Swift. There's no evil behind Swift at all in most people's minds. But you also got to remember Swift is tied to the World Economic Forum. So if you don't want to invest in XRP because it's tied to the World Economic Forum, then go ahead and get all your money out of the bank. Take it all out in cash and then just shop locally or wherever, instead of shopping online, using a debit card or a credit card. Because pretty much you're saying the same thing when you won't invest in XRP. Well, I don't want to touch XRP. Ripple's a partner of the World Economic Forum. It doesn't make sense. You want to take your money, you want to invest it in something that's going to give you high returns in the future, you need to buy XRP. Because if not, what's the other option? What, are you going to go put your money in Bitcoin? And hope that all these Bitcoin maxis are right about Bitcoin being the only currency in the future, which doesn't make sense at all? Or are you going to put your money into true utility? Something that has real world value is going to be utilized throughout the world in the very near future. People need to come to terms with things. If you invest in what the elites are invested in, you are guaranteed to make money because the elites are going to make money. And maybe that is your one chance to get away from the future of a CBDC. Maybe you will have an alternative future. Who knows? But at least take a shot at it. Then there's this. So Swift transfers $5 trillion every day. There's only 50 billion XRP. Only 10% of daily Swift transactions would catapult XRP above $1,000. Swift has already successfully tested XRP. Take a listen.
Swift is the preeminent messaging system for the financial industry, which covers, say, payments, FX, trade, in terms of securities, etc., Nostra reconciliations, etc. What we're looking with the crypto, though, is where Swift would have a store and forward system for most of its payment transactions, where you need service level agreements that in a certain time I will do something, but payment turns up at a certain time during the day. Here we're looking at the new network styles, which allow instant, real-time movement to the funds and visibility of those funds as well. So we would not have a situation where banks need to come back to you and say, have my funds arrived? It's 3 days later. I need to find out or find query messages moving around the network. There's nothing like that. I don't believe Ripple is going to replace Swift. Ripple is one of the complementary networks, which is going to allow those institutions who need real time to make use of that. And I think we're also seeing that Swift are changing their network capability so that real time will be a possibility as well. But we may also see Ripple XRP moving across the Swift network as a currency when we're perhaps using something like FX.
Okay, so most of you are going to say, well, there's 100 billion XRP. Okay, so if there's 100 billion XRP and only 10% of Swift transactions are going to be utilized through XRP, it would still put us at a price of $500. Maybe we'll hit 589. But Swift has to work with Ripple. It's got to happen, because if not, Ripple will just steal all the business away from Swift in the future. Somebody said in the comments section the other day that there's no way Swift is ever going to use Ripple. They're going to develop their own system. That's why I had to show you that video. So if we focus only on the activities of villains, we develop a blind spot for what heroes build. The digital asset ecosystem. Its users and its investors should not be treated differently than any other industry or technology. Crypto rights are fundamental American rights. That's why I always told you, any politician that hates crypto or doesn't want to see innovation strive and grow in this country is anti-American themselves. Most of these same people have ties to the World Economic Forum. They're more pushing us into the Great Reset. BRICS Pay, NIPS, RUPay, HDFC, Ripple. Take a listen to this from India.
So that's the end of our show for today. But we have some special news for you that I would like to share with you all. I'm pleased to announce that HDFC Bank, largest private sector bank in India, has joined Ripplenet. They will be a key receiving partner into India, and our team is incredibly excited to work with them. Many thanks to our speakers today for taking the time to share their insights.
So there you go. The largest private bank in India joins RippleNet. And this could possibly be the future of the BRICS, because it's not only India working with Ripple. Brazil has been working with Ripple here and there. South Africa also working with Ripple. Russia has mentioned it in the past. Some of the big banks in China also working with Ripple. So think about it. It makes sense. If China's going to send money to Russia, they could have XRP and RippleNet technology in the middle, moving that money. But again, we're not quite there yet. We're still a bit early, so I'm not going to say this is absolutely going to happen, but all the facts are pointing in this direction. And again, that's another reason. If you know exactly what you're holding, it gives you another reason not to stay focused on the chart. Because if you know what you're truly holding, then you don't have to look at the chart. You're just going to look one day and all of a sudden XRP is going to be sitting at much higher prices. It's going to be exciting times ahead, and I want to share those times with all of you. So let's get rich together. Until then, I'm going to wrap this video up. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.